viable, let's say, than some of the other AD carriers that we see out there. You don't often, or at least I don't remember the last time we saw an Urgot, actually. It was probably in Kiev, maybe even before that. I'm not sure if we even saw him in
I think
Kiev.
Moscow 5 Genji used it, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. And, you know, he can be one of those ridiculously strong ones, and his ulti, obviously a perfect kind of initiator is there. You have to be real careful, similar to, you know, what you've got with Blitzcrank. You get too close and you can find yourself all of a sudden underneath the turret in all kinds of problems. So, you know, that's something they have to be real careful about, but I'm still going to go with exGBT. They've looked so strong all night. On paper, they're the better team, and I think their choices here are stronger as well.
Yep.
Shyvana, number 1.
Well, and it's the same problem we said before, you know. They've got no easy target there. There is no one squishing. Janna's the easy target, basically, and, well, nobody actually has to say Janna's the easy target. It's Taric, isn't it? And he's not even an easy target, in fact. Taric could be built tanky. I guess Ari is technically the softest target there, but the maneuverability of Ari is just
too quick.
Yeah, you can just dash away from it. So, Hausfrau setting up in the bottom tri-bush, looking to see whether they're going to invade. Has used the CV, no. Obviously hasn't got it up yet because he used it right at the beginning. So they are waiting. Actually, say I used the CV. They haven't got a CV. Neither team have got a CV, so they're blindly going to stumble into a bush. That's me obviously not catching up. That's what I get for being distracted when the loading screen's on. And let's have a look. Hausfrau. I'm not sure whether they're going to go for an invader, you know. Or if they do, they are going to go Wraith side and maybe just steal the Wraith away. I don't think they're going to go for a red, but I could be wrong. You know, but considering Shyvana took the red from throughout the entire last game, they are moving up towards the blue. They will not get spotted. I think it's just about far enough away. They are sticking very close. And they have managed to get in towards the blue. Don't think they've been spotted there. Yeah, so they're going to invade, so it's going to be a counter invade. So one's going to pick up the red, the second Hausfrau is going to pick up the blue. So sort of a double invade on each other. And they're going to actually take the Wraiths away as well. Yeah, and the Wolves will go as well. They're going to leave the last one there. Nasty stuff.
Nasty start for both teams. Let's see if Shyvana goes as low as she did in the last one. Pull's going to come in. No real surprises there from Urgot. I wonder if they're even going to be ballsy enough to go down and have a go at taking away those golems as well. They need to be careful now. Coming through this tri-bush, Ashe and Janna are both there, and Ashe is going to peek out. That's going to give the position away. Janna staying inside of the brush. They are going to focus in straight away onto Ashe, who's gone fairly low. Ignite's going to go in there. There is first blood as well. Ramos is going to come rolling himself in, and they're both teams on the wrong side of the map at the moment. There goes the flashes out. Actually, Ashe is going to try and chase in. Bomb goes off. Not doing enough damage. Urgot is now the focus, and Urgot will go down, and it looks like Shyvana could follow here as well with Zilean in there. Obviously plenty of HP she's got at the moment. They're actually going to turn around and focus their attention onto Charu, who's going to be flashed and then taken down by Ramos. And this is the EU Nordic in East that we're used to seeing. Early game action. Is Ramos going to roll up there? No, decides against it. And that's a 2-1 early advantage for Hausfrau, and the kills went with to Ramos and Janna.
Yeah,
the two in the team that you probably
I don't understand. I mean, Ashe, I know they were baiting it, but really, just baiting far too hard. It was just like the rest of the team were sort of coming down. It's like, well, are you going to do anything in a minute? Now Ashe is back. Oh, might get Libic down here, actually. Will get a kill. And again, it's gone to Frank. I don't believe it. So that's the support picking up a double kill. Well, Frank's like, well, I'm all right. I've got 990 gold, so I'm going to go buy. So he's going to get his GP5 item really early on. There you go, Heart of Gold straight away. So that's actually going to help out quite well. Who picked up the red buff? That's what I didn't notice. Was it actually Janna that got the red? I'm not too sure. No, Shyvana actually didn't go down, did he? So he managed to get away just about. Now he's invaded. He's taken the blue buff away. This is very ballsy stuff. I'm not too sure whether he's quite got it in him to take this blue buff away before Trust gets around there. He's just past that ward, so he's going to know that Trust is coming. But I think Trust is going to go towards the walls first. He has backed away, and that is very nasty stuff. So Shyvana's managed to get in, steal that red buff away. Now he's going to go up towards the top, have a go towards Albis, who has pushed forward. Can he manage to land the combo? Will he do? Yes, he will. Manage to knock him up. That should surely be enough damage to take Albis down. That red buff and the burnout, will it be enough? They can't dive the turret. He's too low, and Shyvana's going to back away from this one. Meanwhile, down the bottom, it is also Frank being very aggressive. He's like, I've got a heart of gold. It's all cool.
Top scorer right now at 2-0-1 on Janet, which is, you know, it's unfortunate, but at the same time, you
middle lane.
Kills, and we are seeing Ramos coming. He actually was waiting there a little bit longer, and that means his Powerball will finish. Meanwhile, down at bottom, I'm going to get there quickly. Massa does have boots and a Doran's Blade right from the start, as does Urgot, so that gives you a picture of what happened down there. And in mid lane, we are going to see them push in, and Charu is going very, very low. There's another bomb out. Is it going to be enough to finish off? Auto attack comes in as well, but nope. It's not going to be quite enough to finish off Ari, but again, nice pressure put out there from Ramos.
Yeah, a lot of pressure coming out. And this actually worked out. I mean, Misa did get taken down early on, but Urgot managed to get the kill in there. But although it has had that lane push, because Frank's obviously picked up the 2 kills, Frank's been overly aggressive in the meantime. But Shyvana, again, we've got to keep our eye on really how strong he's going to be. Feeling that he can take this red buff ever so low on health.
Oh, here comes Jarvan down to the bottom. He's actually used that ward to TP in, and, well, they're going to be too far away. I wondered why they were going so aggressive there, and I didn't notice that Jarvan had actually teleported himself in there, and he will be denied from going home, but he fancies his chances here. They're going to dive in onto Ash. Is going to be knocked up. It's going to be not quite stunned there. Use the cleanse, I think, to get out of it. Was it cleanse use? Yep. To get out of that situation, and again, Jarvan not getting anything for his time down at bottom.
Yeah, because Urgot didn't react. He was like, guys, I'm farming. You do whatever you're doing. I'm just going to continue farming. I'm not going to help at all. So Jarvan's had to go back. So teleport has been used up. So 6 minutes that's a teleport used. So we're going to keep our eye on.
Oh, Janet's going very, very low once again. Down on bottom. Is he going to get another one off? Yes, he is. There's a second kill for Makler down at the bottom. And he could even fancy his chances against Ash for this one. Is he going to have enough damage to finish this off? No.
Not enough mana.
Enough mana, there was a big point of it.
Yeah, so he couldn't finish him off. Misa's actually ballsily staying around, considering that Libic is there, knows that he's not in the... Actually, doesn't know that he's not in that bush, has no idea. Now he sees him, yeah, so he's just seen him at the top there, so backs away from that one. Up the top, it is obviously going to be No Life. He's going to pick up a bunch of CS here. Needs to be careful that the tower doesn't take it all the way. He's got it all taken down very nicely. Uses to match your standard, then misses one. So Ramos now also coming around to maybe have a look towards... I think he's going to be warding, but he's just walked straight into that ward, so nothing going to come of it. Ping goes down, and they wisely back away from that one. Let's have a look towards bottom. What's Janet come back with now? What's she been more?
BF sword.
Yeah, BF sword straight away. Truss actually... I see that bug. I thought they'd fixed this bug on Ramos. I don't know whether you see it as well. That line goes across the top there.
No.
No. Just me then. Just me. Oh, down the bottom. Looks like they're actually putting the Howling Gale across, but Ash wasn't ready to engage. And it's just like, are you crazy? They just ripped you a new one. Don't go near them. But looking at the CS, you can see in the middle it is 44-32. So Harry is winning out that fight. The wards actually, they've just pinged down on towards Truss. They know he's there, so he stopped and powerball. They're going to go straight in. He will go straight towards Libic. That's going to be a 4-man fight. Oh, ulti coming down from Gangplank. Will it be enough to take down Libic? Libic is just backing away. Absolutely no health. Will go down. Ari also trying to zip around, do as much damage on towards Misa. Heal comes out. No Meanwhile, Punich Factor's going to have to get away. He's got no mana, like you said. One arrow. That's all it needs. Hax is going to come through. Hunks will take him down. Why is he following through? The bomb will do the job. He's not going to be able to heal up. He could get a second, though. Oh, he's been caught on the tower. That's probably a little mistake. Oh, he's going to dive it. He's managed to use his ulti as well. And that was turned out very, very well in favour as Hausfrau. Can they take the dragon away from it as well? I think they could. But remember, Shyvana, meantime, when this was all happening, was just like in the jungle, killing your dudes.
I'm in your jungle, stealing all your shit. Is basically what Shyvana's name of
Oh,
Shyvana's
Hunks
game.
could go straight to him.
Oh, he's not good at it.
You know, he's got no ulti.
Stolen.
Yeah, but he could definitely come round. Hunks could back away, and I think he could go straight across. He's got his ulti up. He could pick up like 2 or 3 kills there. Because none of them have got ultis. None of them have got mana. They've all just passed over that ward.
Do it.
Is he going to go for it? Will he manage to catch down Frank? Yes, he does. He's caught him out, and that's going to be Frank Gulliver certainly going down. He uses his ulti. I still think he could have picked up Zillion there as well. I think he could have picked up quite a few.
Yeah, I think that was definitely a double kill in the making. But, you know, he got the one kill. He took down Janet, who's, after having a great start, if you can really call it that, stealing away those 2 kills, he's died twice as well. Zilean, though, is 2-0-2 compared to the 0-2-0 of Ahri. So that's going to make that middle lane a little bit easier for Zilean. Zilean should be almost... Okay, he's only got 200 gold, but going up towards the towards Rod of Ages. Meanwhile, down at bottom, Ashe is back with a BF sword right from the start. Urgot gone Brutalizer right from the kickoff. And they're going to push a decent wave in there. Yeah, Jarvan's going to be looking to have a bit of an invade here. Actually,
stole it!
Stolen it. Cheeky bugger.
Cheeky bugger. That's a northerner coming out in you there, I tell you. I'll tell thee. Meanwhile, yeah, that was a great... And that was just perfect timing. He just literally put the ward down. He thought, you know what? I could just Dragon Strike and have that. And then, boom, straight away took away. I don't think they realised that the fact the ward gone down, they just didn't tick quick enough. They're like, shit, here, quick, do something about it. No, already gone. Shyvana, meanwhile, is continuing to farm up. And that's going to... You know, Albus is not going to be happy with that. She's like... He's going to be Dragon Striking Damash's standard in his face throughout the duration of that blue buff, and there's not a lot that Albus can do about it. He's just going to be chugging on them pots now. Down the bottom, let's have a look what's going on down here, because it's been pretty crazy. BF Sword has been picked up by Ashe now. Brutalizer meantime for Urgot, so pretty standard build between the two. Going only a single Doran's Blade, so not going very beefy at all there. Ahri in the meantime returning to middle as well. Has just put a ward down towards those wraiths. So Zilean only on 54 CS compared to Ahri's 62, so slight advantage there. But Zilean has gone with those triple Dorans. Just keeping my eye on Rammus down the bottom here. Is about to spin in. There is a ward in the river though, so they're going to spot him early on. Now they're going to see him. They're going to back away. The Ashe arrow, you can't get away from that Ashe arrow. Then the stun, then the taunt. Surely Punich Factory will go down. No. A great ulti from Frank, and that will knock him down. Oh, and he's just trying to use it. Can he get away? No, he can't. That was very well played. But a triple ulti to get a single kill. That's pretty heavy going, but you know, they got the kill. It made it count. Meanwhile, at the top, you can see they are just ready and waiting to gank on Albus. As soon as this wave comes in, Albus is a very dead man, Joe.
Yeah, let's see how he tries to deal with this one. Actually, they're just going to get straight in on top of it. He puts his ulti down, but, well, it's not actually going to do a fat lot of good for them, and they should be able to stick it around here and take down this turret. Jarvan and Shyvana are going to nail that one. Meanwhile, in the middle, Zilean has pushed, but, you know, not quite got the damage to push that lane quick enough where he could have done a big amount of damage to the turret. Meanwhile, up at top, did actually survive with 340 HP, but with this next wave, Jarvan should be able to take down the first turret of the game.
Yeah, so...
Or not.
Or not, yeah. I think the minions will take it down. Well, yeah, the siege minion will take it. They'll be able to finish that off before they go away, as it slowly chips away. Let's look down the bottom, and well, actually, Janna's doing a fair chunk to this tower down the bottom. Janna's been very aggressive this game. It's all about that double kill he got at the start. And as it stands, you know, Urgot's got to be careful here. Oh, Jarvan's come down. Didn't see him teleport in the backside. He's going to go try and lay the damage down. Can they manage to land the lock? They do, but he's cleansed it off. Will it be enough? Gets a second lock down on him. Does get away, though. They have a 3-man push. They could easily push it on here, and you can see that No Life coming around. Yeah, and they hawk shot him off. And just say, back the hell away. Fail flash. Didn't want to use that button, did you? No, you didn't. Kiki's not so clever now. So, fail flash. It's always worse when it's caught on camera as well.
Accidentally press it like, oh, I hope they weren't watching where I was.
Shyvana, though, is taking away all the jungle again. Hannah has taken blue again. So, you know, it's just continuing invading. So, he's taken every red so far again. Oh, they're diving on towards Frank. The Ashe arrow will save them, I think. Ahri could possibly keep on there. Look at that. He's baiting them, keeping them there. Now the Rammus spins in, manages to land it. Actually, the Taric stun came out just in time before the ulti managed to land. Hunks comes straight round, but eats a shot in the face from Punich Factory there. So they haven't got anything really to initiate left, though. Jarvan has returned to top, hasn't got teleport. And the Gangplank ulti is up, though, so you could see that maybe engaging. They're going to try and land anything in there, but again, Libic's just keeping them at bay.
And Shyvana actually just camping out in the brush here. I wonder if Hunks is going to go anywhere near. Doesn't look like it. Going to get himself back towards middle. And even cheekily take away these raids. And again, 6 cents coming out from Zilean in that situation.
Top lane.
seem to realize it. We are going to see now Albis taking a little bit of damage, but I'm not sure that Kikis really fancies much of a chance down there. It's 7-4 in terms of the kills. Obviously, one turret going over, which is bringing that gold a little bit closer for exGBT, who are 1-0 up in this best of 3 if you are just joining us. But the kills, 2-0-0 on Shyvana, 2-3-0 on Urgot. Over on the other side, 2-1-2 for Ashe, 2-0-2 for Zilean, and 2-2-4 for Janna. Yes.
Shyvana is going to give across the blue to Ari. So, got to be building up towards that big dragon fight. There it is, just spawned in river. Hawkshot goes across. So they are all ready and waiting for this one. Gangplank returning. It's going to be a full 5-on-5 assault. Can they catch out Hunks there? He's immediately been caught out. Dragon strikes across. Will try and lay down a bit of damage to him. Can it be enough though? No, the charm coming across, and he really wanted to catch Zilean with that one. But that's chunked down Hunks and Trust to half health. So they're going to have to be cautious in this one. You can see the health pots being used up. Ashe is going to continue farming down the bottom here. Try and keep the wave on the tower. So, gives them something to think about. Oh, a flash ulti used there onto Misa. They're going to try and burn him down, and they will get him down quick enough. Can they finish off Frank as well? I don't think he will, but it doesn't matter because damage is done, and that will give them the free dragon that they require. And yet, they're not even going to bother fighting for this one. They realise that the goose is cooked.
Yeah, this is a freebie, and it will bring the gold back to just a 1k difference, there or thereabouts. Blue buff has just gone over onto Hunks as well, so he'll be a little bit more spam happy with those bombs. And he's very, very cautious there. I think expecting that they were maybe going to come around onto him. We did see Wraith stolen again. Is he going to go down, finish off the golems? Certainly looks that way. And actually, no, he's not, because there's one left that he left before. Frank is now in all kinds of trouble on the tower. Actually, Ashe Arrow comes in. Frank is still alive for a little bit of time there before Charu managed to knock him down. This turret is pretty much a goner. Massa should just stay well away from this one, do a bit of damage from his range. But other than that, they are going to lose the second turret of the game. And it does go down. So, 7-6 in the kills. Almost equal gold. A really, really close game at this point. However, they're letting Urgot picking up these kills. That's not good.
Yeah, the first tower of the game goes for Hunks there. He manages to take down the mid turret. But yeah, and I got to question the Monsoon Janna used at the end there. The ulti. Oh, at the top there. Albis has actually been harassed again. Whether Kikis is fancying this one now. What sort of damage has he got? Has he got enough to take down Gangplank? I'm not too sure, because Gangplank can just sort of eat them oranges back away. No problem. But got to question that ulti being used up there, because Monsoon's not that quick a cooldown, and there was no chance he was ever going to survive. I mean, he was a 4 for nothing. Oh, they're going to try and close in on Kikis here. The Ram has taunt. The ulti goes down as well. Albis is all over him. Hasn't used his ulti yet. Will try and flash away. Goes through there. He's going to have to Dragon Strike his way away. And that is the greatness of Jarvan. And has the cheek to put a ward in river while he backs off. So he's like, yeah, I'm fine. It's a cool, guys. Don't worry, just back away. Back down the bottom, they're diving in on towards Maslus. What is he doing this far up lane? I've no idea. There's never going to get away from this one. He would just get eaten alive by Urgot. That was craziness. What was he doing that far up the lane without any wards?
Yeah, good question. I'm not sure that he really knows the answer to that one as to why he was that far pushed up. I don't think he quite expected that Urgot Tariq would be in that position, I guess. That's the only thing we can really say. We are going to see the dive coming now onto Ari, and the Powerball will land. Taunt is in there as well, but that's the beauty of Ari. She just dashes herself away and is not even considering there are 3 of them in there. She's still
top lane,
about half HP, pushing in now onto Gangplank. Ulti used by Shyvana and finished off surely. Yep, there's another kill for Shyvana now, 3 for 0. And if Shyvana's not scary enough, a fed Shyvana is certainly scary.
Yeah, Janna's going to have to be careful to back away from that one. Almost walk straight headlong into them. Hawkshot goes across. They're going to try and go diving in. They see the Oracle. They might be able to get it. Bearing in mind, he's just used his ulti. He could lay down enough damage to take him down. They will do. That will be an Oracle burn. That was A good kill for Hausfrau, though, and that's going to bring things back to 8-8. This is far from over yet. The towers obviously would tell a lie, and they've been caught out far too many times, but they did have some good early kills. This time they're going to spin in. Well, Libic's going to surely just stun that one straight up, yeah, and just back away from that one. Punish Factory is actually going to try and do a bit of damage to him, because bearing in mind he's just used Taunt, does try to get the charm, just about missing off him there. Ari will continue to lay down those Qs, but not going to be enough on trust there. He's going to back away from that one. It's all about this top lane now. I think that, you know, Kikis is very strong right now, has been fed, but Albis has been farming up quite well as well. So between the two, which one's going to be more universally useful towards the end? I would say Gangplank probably is.
Yeah, the thing is, you've got that bit of disruption in there as well, the nice ulti from Jarvan, but yeah, Gangplank 0-2-1, 0-0-2 Jarvan, that gives him that initial advantage, although in terms of his items, he's actually a little bit far behind. He must have a bit of gold in there, and we are going to see Frank being caught out. Actually decides to flash over the top. Are they going to be able to finish him off? Yes, they are.
Baited.
Ulti was actually not followed through. Their trust is going fairly low. They decided to go over onto Jan, who of course was rezzed, and she is at least safe for now. God, Zillion.
Zillion ulti, then managed to monsoon and then go, yeah, I'm off. See ya. The natural speed that Janna has, obviously getting away from that one. Had got Shirelia's Reverie, didn't even need to use it, so felt confident in that one. Infinity Edge now completed by Ashe, so going to be a lot of damage coming out from Ashe. Gems truly outrageous coming out from Tarek there, so I'm going to pan away from that one as he tries to bait them in there. Albis coming round, catching a glimpse of Kikis on blue buff. And, well, unfortunately, the combo that is Libic and Makler are not going to catch anyone out unwillingly here. Oh, they're actually diving on towards Ari. Look at this. They're diving. Frank's going so aggressive. They may catch him out. The Infinity Edge, of course, will do a chunk of damage. Hawkshot goes across, and that was Ari getting burst down. Meanwhile, now they're diving on towards Kikis there. He was trying to pick up that blue buff, sorry. Can he manage to get the Dragon Strike across? No, because Albis is actually feeling a lot more confident now. And actually, wow, used his ulti. Where did he use that ulti? I'm just trying to look to where it was. It must have been in the mid. It was. And there goes Tarek going down. So Hausfrau pulling his back and starting to pick up a couple of kills. 10-8, Joe.
Yeah, and the important thing for Hausfrau is the person who's picking up the kills. It's Ashe, who's now up to 5-3-2, which is going to make her very, very scary. Again, just getting the slows off onto no life. Kikis, of course. And that didn't quite work out. And they're going to go and try and steal this blue buff away. Are they? Possibly. Ward goes down right on top of Orianna, who actually took that one out there. Yeah, sorry, Shyvana. Orianna. Where did that one come from? I have no idea. And they are going to wait around here by Dragon. To be honest, Gangplank up at top. They obviously don't know that half of the team, well, more than half, 3 of them are still up at the towards that fountain area. Ward goes down inside of Dragon, and it certainly looks like they are going to be going for this Dragon attempt. And I think Hausfrau is saying, okay, you have that Dragon. We going to do Baron, maybe?
Yeah, and I think... Oh, I'm not sure. It would be good if they do go for it, but Misa's got to be careful here, not bait them away. Make sure he doesn't actually get caught out. And I think they've realised it. Yeah, they've realised it. They're like, nah, we're not falling for that one yet. Why are they suddenly backed away from a free Dragon here? This is just silly. They've immediately caught on. So that's just the experience of the two teams knowing that something was up. You know, it's the typical StarCraft thing. It's like, if you're attacking me here, what's going on over here right now? So it's the mentality that has started to come into the League of Legends players. And only the experienced ones, you know, catch it. If it was the lower level teams, they'd probably fall for it and go, oh, we got a free Dragon. And then come back and go, oh. That's not
so free after all.
Yeah, but they weren't falling for it, and wisely so, because, you know, at 10-8, 30k gold apiece, and really the items they've both got, a big team fight right now could be the difference between winning and losing this game. Bearing in mind that exGBT have that one win in the pocket, and Shyvana is actually taking the Dragon away for free down the bottom there, so they're keeping them delayed, and Shyvana's like, yeah, I can take it, no worries. Yeah, and it's gone.
Problem is, all 5 are still over on this top side of the map for Hausfrau. Will they decide to go towards Baron? They've got to defend this middle turret first. Actually, Charu is in there. Did land the charm onto Ashe, but afterwards, not really anything landing. We are going to see Urgot go back down the bottom and farm himself. Obviously, that turret is still there. And again, not a single turret loss so far. Actually, that's a complete lie. Middle's down. I'll just shut up now. Fail. So, Charu stealing away Wolves just because he can. And Shyvana, obviously, up to level 12 compared to level 10 of Rammus, and make that 13 now is Shyvana. And this is, again, something that we saw in game number 1 that made a massive difference, was the fact that Shyvana heavily out-farmed and out-leveled as well that Shen. She's done tons of invasion once again. Meanwhile, up on the top lane, we are seeing Albis take a bit of damage in there. Jarvan,
they're going to close on him.
Yeah, they're going to try and get themselves in from behind. Jarvan pretty much expecting that to happen, and he's going to drop the Demacia standard. Actually, Dragon strikes right in onto Honks, but he has got Rammus rolling in as well. Has to escape, slowed down as well. That turret is still there for him. Are they going to dive in? He is still pretty healthy, but he is going to stay on that turret. Knocks every single one of them up, and I tell you what, they're going hell for leather to try and finish this one off. Trust, you're tanking the turret, man. He goes down, but he does have the ulti on from Zilean to try and finish things off. Charu is moving in there as well. Trust still taking damage from the turret, but they're not really in a position to counter this one. Charu is starting to work in, but the rest of the team are too far behind. Urgot is still by the tri-bush here by Baron. There's no way they're going to get over to that one, and that will bring us to an 11-8 score.
Yeah, and that's a lot of ultis used for just one kill. You know, that just shows how tight it is right now between these two teams. Obviously diving in there, the Oracle was saved by the Zilean ulti, so we knew exactly what target was going to happen. So many ultis all burned up just to get that one kill. It's an important kill. It happened, it counted, and it will have given, I think, Gangplank the slightest advantage now maybe over him. He has got Frozen Mallet complete with that Wriggles, as well as the Philosophers which he had early on. Hausfrau, Hunks, meanwhile, has got that Rod of Ages completed, nearly got the Rabadon's Death Cap, so once he gets that complete, he's going to be doing a lot of damage. Let's have a look towards Urgot, because Urgot's one of those heroes that will fall away. So, you know, the advantage could possibly with Hausfrau here. They have that 11-8 advantage. Ashe will become incredibly strong, as we saw in the last game. Has nearly got that Phantom Dancer completed, already got the Infinity Edge, so the attack speed will be coming out to go with that damage. Meanwhile, you can see Kikis has teleported down the bottom to try and push the advantage. Can they catch out Misa here? Ashe actually would have been safer going straight down, has backed away towards the middle. I think they're going to aim to get an Ashe arrow on towards Ahri here. Thought about going for it there, I think they did. They've actually backed away. Meanwhile, they're stealing away the red, so Shyvana's took the red again. They're going to come around the back side and hope they can catch someone out. You can see Jarvan sat ready and waiting, hoping that somebody somewhere is going to launch into an attack. Blue buff being going across to Zilean. It's just a case of they're sat ready, waiting. The Oracle also on Libic, so he's possibly a target as well. I'm just waiting to see whether Ashe is going to go towards it. Yeah, Hawk shots it. Wisely so. That's it. They're diving in. It's going to be Ahri they wanted to go for. Has cleansed away. Dived across there. And Ashe has kept a perfect position. Oh, Hausfrau. How Hunks has been caught out. But the ulti is going to land. Will it be enough? But just chunky close damage range that Jarvan and of course Shyvana's got across them. That's all going exGBT's way. Trust does manage to get away and save that Oracle for a little bit longer. Oh, Hux, why did you come back in there? That was just an obvious kill. Ponage Factory does go down. That will surely be Kikis going down as well. Albis can take him down. It is a 2-on-1, and he will go down as well. So Jarvan down. So a messy exchange, but it was a 4-for-2. So that was a good exchange for Hausfrau. They nearly got caught out, because once they all closed together, Shyvana was just like, excellent, let's go. Ahri's getting in there, but Ahri was caught out quite early on and actually managed to escape a lot of it.
Yeah, managed to escape a lot of it, and that's something that they really need now, because they are seeing Hausfrau start to push up in this lane. Stun goes down onto Albis, who just eats them oranges, no real surprise. And they're going to walk down. They've done a good chunk of damage, actually, onto this turret. Are they going to start Baron? They certainly look like they're headed that way. Actually, no, Frank's just going to get himself a ward in there. Gangplank going to go back and start a bit more farm. Meanwhile, let's have a look at the Ashe now. As you mentioned before, she almost has that what's the word I'm looking for? Phantom Dancer is the word I'm looking for. 1,200 gold on her right now.
Oh, they're trying to catch out Gangplank, I think. No, he's backed off.
A very edgy game, this one now. I mean, both teams know, from Hausfrau's point of view, they've got to go for this one. They've got to take possibly a few risks, or play safe now. From this point of view, it was earlier on they'd have to take the risk, but now that they've got that lead, they need to keep it safe. They can't afford any mistakes because they lose this one and it's game over for them.
Yeah, indeed. 500 euros will go to exGBT once again. Obviously, the champions before. Ping gone down on Baron. They're clearing, trying to. There's no wards. There is zero vision. Press F2. They have got no vision whatsoever of that area. Now they're pretty sure something's up, and they just spotted that ward get placed, so they know that they're on there. So it's just a case of whether Hausfrau can peel away at the right time. They see that they've got someone in there. Gangplank now coming down. Gangplank ulti could actually stop them and keep them at bay. And of course, that's why they want to throw them down all in a chunk. Truss is going, looking. Hawkshot goes out. Yeah, and C-Zone's going to get it back away from that one. Could they catch out Shyvana? Probably not the ideal one to go for. And actually, ulti's away there, as well as the Dragon Strike backing away, so they do steal away the red buff. Oh, they've caught out Tarek. Libic with the Oracle is just going to get chunked down. Albus absolutely destroying him with a parlay there. And the bomb from Zilean will finish it off. And now they can almost certainly go for that Baron. The question is, can they do anything about it? Because Shyvana ulti was used up to try and save herself. And he's probably just about to wear. Actually, though, saying that, I can see that he has it up. He definitely Dragon ulted there, didn't he?
I thought so.
Yeah, oh, they're going for it. Truss is taken down very low there, actually. They're going to have to back away, peel out. They haven't managed to catch anyone out. They're going to go on Pony's Factory. Arrow lands on him. That's going to be a very dead Urgot. Not going to get away from this one. Can't deny it. And that will be 2 kills. What are you doing, Jarvan? Jarvan going in. Actually almost saved there. They're trying to get on towards a kill on Frank. Ulti's onto Frank. Frank still escapes. Now gets taken down. Will they pick up any more kills? They got Ari in there. Not sure, you know, this has actually worked quite well in the favour of exGBT. They've turned around, gone towards Ari. Ari manages to cleanse off one, will not cleanse off the second. And now it's going to be Albus trying to pick up a kill on towards Kikis. Uses the shield, and I think we'll get away with it. The Cheek tries to turn around and fight him, and then he just eats some oranges. Will not get away with it this time, though. Truss in the meantime with that Oracle. Can he get picked off? He tried to get a kill on Shyvana, onto Ari, sorry. And will just spin away from that one. Pretty insane fight, flashing onto the Powerball. Very nicely done, Shyvana, but he doesn't quite have the damage to take down a armoured up turtle.
And the irony of all that is that Zilean uses ulti to save their jungler and then died himself. Yeah. Which is, you know, not the best thing that can ever happen. And we're back to an 18-14. Look at the gold after 31 minutes. It's almost bang level. It's just a couple of 100 gold difference. And this is a really tense game. The thing that they have right now, 5-5-6 on that Ashe. She does have Phantom Dancer now finished to go along with that Infinity Edge. Over on the other side, Manimoon finished, obviously, Brutalizer from earlier, and Negatron Cloak picked up here alongside the Glacial Shroud over with Urgot. In terms of, you know, the kills there, Shyvana with 622. Wit's End is now finished. Phage was done as well. And that's going to be even more scary. And the fact that she's managed to you know, invade so often. If you look at the creep score, actually, for Shyvana versus Rammus, it tells a big story.
Oh, stole it!
And again, coming in there, steals it away, does use the ulti to actually escape fully from that one, but will it be enough here? Rammus has powerballed in. They are going to put down that Gangplank ulti as well. They really want a bit of dragon skin, and that's what they're going to get. They take down Shyvana, and now Kikis has to be a little bit careful. Yet rightly uses that Dragon Strike to get himself away. As Urgot down on the bottom, pushing what advantage they've got from pushing that that bottom lane so much, but they're going to lose this middle turret. Need calculator, says Mark. Go on.
I'm not sure what he means by that, but anyway, nevertheless, they are diving on towards the turret. Urgot's continuing down the bottom. I would say it's a base race, but it's not, because there's only one person doing the pushing. So whether they feel just taking a single inhibitor is worth it, losing that, I'm not so sure. But he will get that tower down the bottom there. He's trying to tank it up. He has got a wave coming behind him, but they have lost that inhibitor. And wow, I can't deny that actually Kikis is being taken down very low. Will get... No, he's chose to go towards Libic. Why did you change target there? Crazy would have definitely got the kill. Now they're going to have to back away. Meanwhile, they're still losing that tower. That has gone. And that will be a kill. Can they pick up a couple of kills? They have to make it count here because they will lose a lot of their base if they don't. Oh, Trust is taken down very low. They're going to dive in. Master got away with nothing at all. And Frank has tried to use his ulti. Albus will go down, I think. the shield on him. I don't think it's going to be enough. They're just going to wait for that shield to wear out. They will go in. The Ash Arrow manages to land one. They'll lose one, but the rest will get away. Meanwhile, the inhibitor is going to go. So actually, even in exchange, the teleport in there. Now Jarvan's gone in there. They could push on and take down the Nexus turret here because the rest of the team are caught napping. Ash is still actually caught out. Ash has not got away from this one yet. So Misa's trying his best to avoid Shyvana. Meanwhile, they're losing the Nexus turret. Have they not realised that their base is completely falling apart? They're going to try and get around the backside of him. Meanwhile, one Nexus turret down. Can they get on towards the second one? This is insane, Joe. They're rushing straight for it. Now Ash has come around. They have managed to get away with it. They're trying to taunt Kikis in. Kikis is so low, but he's got away with it again because he just got a heal from Livik in time. My God.
What an absolutely insane game. And actually, we are seeing now a couple of thousand gold advantage switching over into the opposition side. It's 19-17 in terms of kills. Baron is there, and Baron is going to be taken down. Actually, Kikis needs to be a little bit careful with how close he gets in there. Obviously, will lifesteal a little bit back. Truss is actually there as well, and it's just up to Charu to actually keep Truss away from this one. Will he be able to get in there, get a cheeky smite off? I'm not sure about that one. Actually, Baron is still alive. It starts to regen, gets about 600 in. It's not going to be stolen, but it's not going to be worth that much, is it? Oh, wow. Ash just absolutely exploded. It's cheeky stuff.
Oh, fail flash!
Oh, fail for Albus.
Oh, good God. Oh, that should have been an ace. That should have been an ace and the base taken. Absolutely should have that because Tariq got away with nothing and Jarvan got away with nothing. What a crazy game. It started off, it was actually sort of becoming normal, but 22-19, nearly 36 minutes gone in this game, and they're both close, well, around 50k gold. Bottom lane will go down, so that's going to be 50k for Hausfrau as well, so very even game. Meanwhile, Frank's actually taking on the super minions down the bottom lane.
You can do it. Actually, I think he'll die before he takes both of them out.
Yeah, I don't think he's quite got the... he did get fed early on, but not that fed. And actually, the dragon is up, and they've just backed away from it. I thought Zillion was about to do it, which means, yeah, that's going to get picked up by Kikis.
An absolutely intense game. Frank continuing to try and deal with these super minions. And he's probably like, guys, I think I might need a little bit of help with these. They're kind of destroying me over here. They've actually taken him down to around about half HP. Dragon's going to go over just to extend that gold lead to 3.8k in favor of exGBT. And this game, you know, it's so far on now, 36 minutes. It's one team fight and then it's over.
It is one big team fight, yeah. And it's they've picked Baron up at least this time. So exGBT, you would feel, are the strongest coming through. And they do take down that mid turret. And this has been actually a thorn in their side because they've not been able to take away the vision from Hausfrau. Now they have. And they could push on, but they're still not confident, you know. They're down in kills. And they're going to know they're down in kills. Despite the fact they are up 5k gold, we can see that. They can't. They're not going to feel it. But honestly, 5k when it's 50k involved is not a great deal. They will... blue buff is going to go... red buff, sorry, will go to Hausfrau. So they're going to... not really... able to steal away the buffs. You know, nobody team's got a full grasp on the game unless Frank goes a bit too aggressive and gets caught out by an ulti from Punich Factory. Look at it, he's baiting them. He's baiting them in. He's like, come on, attack me, attack me. Dare ya. Absolutely dare ya. Then just pops away. The Ash Arrow landing on towards Ari. Ari getting caught out. The taunt on Punich Factory. Ulti coming from Gangplank as well. Punich Factory is the target though. Will get ripped apart. Meanwhile, Jarvan and Shyvana dive across on towards Misa. Misa will go down, but exGBT, they're hanging on in there. They are picking up kills, but no life. It's going to slowly go down. Kikis drops, and they've got 4 members of Hausfrau alive, but only 2 members of exGBT. They have to push the advantage now. Can they catch on? The Powerball coming in, but on the slow Ash Arrow just about catching on towards Shyvana. That will be a dead Shyvana. Will not get away from that one. They have to go straight in the mid, take down the inhibitor. They don't have a creep wave though, so they can't really push so strong towards that, and that's going to be an issue. They will.
It's only Tariq alive.
It is only Tarek alive, but they... Oh, actually, no, Truss is going to get in there. Truss isn't tanking it. Actually, Frank is taking a little bit of damage. He does back away. Tarek's actually used his ulti, trying his best to keep them down, but they are dual tanking very nicely on this turret and keeping it alive very well. Look at it, he really wants to get the kill, and Frank's like, no. So in the Nexus turret goes down. How long they've got? They've got 4 seconds until they get someone to spawn. They have to chunk it down. Misa will do it. We are going to a third game. What an incredible match, Joe.
Incredible stuff. And you know, a lot of people were saying in the chat, why go for all Eastern Nordic? Actually, I thought that as well before we started doing these Go for All East Nordic finals. I thought, well, let's focus on West. That's where all the big names are and everything. But I tell you what, that was a game that any team could have been proud of. That was an absolutely fantastic matchup. Let's take a quick look here at the post-game screen. And we see for Hausfrau, Hunks with Zillion, 4-4-13. Albis with Gangplank, 6-4-12. Frank on Janna obviously got himself those 2 early kills at 3-5-17. Massa on Ash, 10-6-9. And Truss played a great game with Ramos, 3-1-17. Despite being completely invaded all over the place and multiple times. Really strong performance from Truss. Over on the other side, Punich Factory, a.k.a. Makler, on Urgot 7-7-3. Mokata on Shyvana 7-5-6. Charu on Ari 3-6-8. Alibic on Tarek 0-4-13. And Kikis on Jarvan 3-4-9. 39-minute game. They're just getting longer and longer and even more awesome.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. I don't know how we can top that one, because that started off as actually semi-normal and then just went crazy. Just like the first game. All crazy games. So Hausfrau won, win, and a much-needed win. I think that's going to boost their confidence quite well, because, you know, when we saw those picks come out from exGBT, we thought, they've got a really strong team here. There's quite a lot of tankiness. There's not really any damage, but they pulled it off. So all credit to them. Let's have a great third match.
Yeah, I certainly hope for one. We're going to be taking a quick break here, but as soon as we're ready to go with the third and final matchup, we shall be back and ready for the action. It's Game 3. It's Hausfrau versus exGBT, and it's coming up here soon. Don't go anywhere.